Hello, friends. Today I want to share with you a strange and scary dream that I used to have, which led me to an awakening. So, before I do that, I just want to remind you that digitaldeepak.ai is available now on your phone. You can carry it in your pocket. You can carry Deepak in your pocket, but it's also available on your computer or any other device. And it's not an app. You can just go directly to digitaldeepak.ai on your browser, and you're all set. And of course, it's already getting a very good response from all of you, but it's being updated every day. It has access to all my books, 95 plus, access to every question I've answered for the last 30 years, and soon access to these YouTube videos. And you can ask any question about health, well-being, and spiritual intelligence. So this will be the service that is being provided to you at no cost, up to a limit of questions, but at no cost. And even though it costs us to respond, and you can adjust the settings to as long as you want. The response can go up to 300 words, or it can be just 10 words, 50 words, whatever. But the settings are there for you to choose how long a response you want. And it's constantly updated. It's one-to-one conversation. Everything is confidential. Okay, and you get it by going to digitaldeepak.ai. digitaldeepak.ai. Okay, now let me share my dream with you, amongst many that led me to awakening. And recently, actually, I had another series of dreams with astral bodies, etc., in real time. But I'll share that another time. The dream I'm sharing with you began about 15, 20 years ago. And it was a recurrent dream. The dream was I was somewhere in a carnival, and in between sometimes I was not in a carnival, I was in a mountainous region, but there were people both at the carnival and in the mountainous region, something like Tibet or something, but it used to alternate. And in the dream, I had lost my passport because I was there from wherever, coming from America. I'd lost my passport, I'd lost my wallet, I had lost my phone, so passport, wallet, phone, and I was seeking help, but no one would recognize me. They'd say, they wouldn't even respond, as if I was invisible. And I would go up to them. It was like they weren't seeing me or they couldn't hear me. I could not recall my own name, although I had a faint idea. It was something to do with deep, something deep, but not Deepak, deep. And I had lost all the phone numbers of friends and family. And in the dream, initially, I would panic. These days, you might call it an identity theft. But in the dream, there seemed like I was there, but I didn't have the identity Deepak Chopra. Everything that was connected to Deepak Chopra was gone. even the memory of friends and relatives, and the memory of, my experiences before the dream. I was, of course, totally immersed in the dream. It was a lucid dream. And many times, remember this, like 20 years ago probably, or more, 15, 20, I don't now remember, but it kept coming, this dream. And in the beginning, I would panic. And at some point in the dream, I would realize that this was a dreamscape, that I was in a dreamscape. Even though it was lucid and vivid, at some point, I would realize that this is probably a dream, okay? And I would try to struggle to get out of it, but my body felt paralyzed, and I was struggling and struggling and struggling to get out of it, and wouldn't get out of it. And then finally I would get out of it, and it was such a relief. Okay, it was just a dream. And that's all it was, an immense relief. The dream kept recurring. And finally I got the message that everything I thought I was not. Okay, everything that was associated with Deepak, I was not. I am Deepak Chopra was the identity that was stolen. The identity theft was that the identity called I am Deepak Chopra was stolen. And what was left was I am. So, the recurring dream was a kind of a dark night of the soul till the waking up that, I, as Deepak Chopra, is something that you can see and perceive and recognize, because, even through, as this body-mind ages and grows from a baby, toddler, teenager, young, old adult, even as this identity changes, it is still recognizable. So that's Deepak. Now he's older than he was 10 years ago. I met him. So this identity, this provisional identity, was being stolen. The identity theft was that. And what was left was infinite and divine and free, totally free, not squeezed into the volume of a body or the span of a lifetime. And when that started to occur, I realized that, oh boy, what's left? When you strip away everything that is conceivable and perceivable about you, what's left is the inconceivable, imperceivable, infinite and divine you. Spaceless, timeless, and can't be seen, can't be heard, but makes hearing, thinking, sensations, perceptions possible. And this inconceivable, infinite, imperceivable, formless, divine me was at all times infinite possibilities, infinite creativity, infinite evolution, infinite correlation, infinite entanglement, not separate from anything that exists. It was the universe itself in dancing motion. And that was I am. Okay. So now for at least 20 years, I've been repeating myself, that you are nothing conceivable, perceivable. Adi Shankara, who used the formula neti, 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 which means not this, not this, not this. What's left is the divine you. That, if it so wishes, can recycle previous identities, can tap into the matrix of multiple identities, can evolve into new identities, and ultimately take the leap from human to metahuman, the awakened self. So there you are, a scary dream that led to awakening. And I've been repeating my my expressions over and over again, trying it in various ways. And now, of course, you can ask me any question about this or anything else. If you go to digitaldeepak.ai, I want to serve everyone's journey to well-being and awakening and spiritual awakening. Thank you so much for being part of my life. Actually, thank you so much for entering my dreamscape.